Hello everyone, this is Grade 5, Module 6, Lesson 29 homework. The directions state, use your ruler, protractor, and set square to help you give as many names as possible for each figure below. Then explain your reasoning for how you named each figure. So I can use my ruler to measure side lengths, and also my set square, which is right here, and I also have a protractor in here. Now, I can't really use a lot of these electronically, but I'll try my best. For the first figure here for A, I know that it has 4 sides, so immediately I can have quadrilateral added to it. So there it is right there. And then I can check one other thing. It looks like this measurement here or angle and this one are 90s, meaning they look like they're going to be parallel. So I can test that with my straight edge as well, and I'll pull my straight edge in. And that's not my straight edge. So here's my straight edge. I'll set it on the line or on the base of the figure. And what I'm going to do now is take my set square and set it right on there. And then I'll slide it across. And they make perpendicular, so they're going to be parallel to each other, meaning they are never going to touch. So that tells me it's something else other than a quadrilateral. It is also going to be a trapezoid. So I'll put that in my statement as well, and there it is. And now I can move on to the next one. So when I slide down here, again, I have a 4-sided shape, so I can put quadrilateral in there. And I don't believe any of them look parallel. Nothing measures out the same. And I can check kind of half-guessing measurements here. But I see that this is just going to be a quadrilateral. So we'll slide down. And the reasoning for it, it's 4 sides. And so for C, now for C we have a couple of them. I know it's 4-sided, it's a quadrilateral. So I'm going to put that in. I also see that it looks like 2 sides, or 2 pair of parallel sides. But I'm going to try to name all of these. So I know that if it has 1 pair of parallel sides, it can be a trapezoid. So I'll put trapezoid on because of the 1 pair of parallel sides. And I see that there's 2 pair of parallel sides, making it a parallelogram. So I can now add a parallelogram because I see that not only is this side and this side parallel to each other, but now we have this side and this side. So it is a trapezoid technically because it has at least 1 pair of parallel sides, but it has 2, so the better classification would be a parallelogram. So I'm not writing my explanations and I'm stating them out loud for you, but you're probably going to want to write those in. Now for the last one, you'll want to go through the whole step just like what we did. Looks 4-sided quadrilateral. Check for at least 1 pair of parallel sides. That might get you a trapezoid. If it has all 4, it could be a parallelogram, meaning 2 pair of parallel sides. Check the measurement because you could see a rhombus or a kite. But there's a lot of different things that could possibly be in here. Let's take a look at page 2. And here we are on page 2. And number 2 says, Mark draws a figure that has the following characteristics. Exactly 4 sides that are each 7 centimeters long, 2 sets of parallel lines, exactly 4 angles that measure 35 degrees, 145 degrees, 35 degrees, and 145 degrees. Draw and label Mark's figure below. So the first thing I have to do is I see that it's going to be 4 sides that are equal in measurement, 2 sets of parallel sides, and then I have a 35 and a 45, 35 and a 45. So I have 2 acute and 2 obtuse. So let me get my outline of my shape on there. So there's my shape right there, and I know that this is 35, this is 145 in terms of degrees, 35, and I'll draw my degree symbol in there. And believe it or not, these are 7 centimeters. So my 2 pair of parallel, this side is parallel to this side, so that's 1 pair. And then I have this side parallel to this side. So there's my drawing. And then down below for B it says, give as many names of quadrilaterals as possible for Mark's figure, explain your reasoning. Now I'm going to help you out with some of the names, and I'll tell you why, but you're going to have to go through and then write down your reasoning for it based on it. So immediately I have a quadrilateral. That's the most basic one, a four-sided shape. So I do have a quadrilateral, but I also have one pair of parallel sides in it, meaning now I also have a trapezoid, because remember a trapezoid has at least one pair of parallel sides. This one has two, so now I'm looking at a parallelogram because there's two of them. So I have three different shapes so far. When all sides are equal to each other in measurement, so I have 7 centimeters, 7 centimeters, 7 centimeters, 7 centimeters, I know that I also have the characteristics of a rhombus. So I have a couple different ones that I could possibly be using. Another one that you might want to consider with this is a kite for the characteristics that we have talked about before. So you're going to want to get your explanations down. There's a few of them to look at as possibilities. Now, part C down at the bottom states, list the names of Mark's figure in problem 2B in order from least specific to most specific. Explain your thinking. So I'll get you started with this one. I know the very basic or least specific is a quadrilateral because it only has four sides. That's the only classification. The trapezoid comes next because it has one pair of parallel sides. Again, very basic in terms of classification because there's a lot of shapes that have at least one pair of parallel sides. So that's getting you started. You want to continue to go through the list that you created up here. And as you get more specific, you'll put them in order. So we're going from least specific to most specific. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching, and good luck on the rest of your homework.